All right, folks, thanks for checking out the video. I want to talk today about President-elect Donald Trump's soon-to-be border czar, Tom Homan, threatening sanctuary city leaders seeking to block mass deportations. Quote, "Don't test us." And there's a quick clip here from Mr. Homan that I'm going to play, and then we'll talk a little bit about it.
Don't cross that line. It is a felony to knowingly harbor and conceal an illegal alien from immigration authorities. Don't test us. The nation wants a safe country. We've had enough crime in this country, illegal alien crime. It's time to end it and stop it. President Trump's committed to it. He's committed to securing this border. He's committed to having this mass deportation operation and concentrating on public safety threats and national security threats. For any mayor or governor who's going to push back on removing public safety threats from your community, that is your number one responsibility. You ought to be teaming up with us. We have created the biggest national security vulnerability in this nation on the southern border. Because like I said, 2 million known gotaways. We don't know how many unknown gotaways. Already a record number of people on the terrorist watch list. If you don't think a single one of the 2 million came from a country sponsoring terror and didn't come to do us harm, then you're an idiot.
Okay, pretty good. Now, the article goes on to state here, President-elect Donald Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, vows to instill harsh consequences on sanctuary city leaders who are threatening to block immigration authorities from carrying out their planned mass deportation, telling them plain and simple, don't test us. Let me be clear, there is going to be a mass deportation because we just finished a mass illegal immigration crisis on the border, Homan said during a visit to the border Tuesday in Eagle Pass, Texas, alongside Governor Greg Abbott. If we don't do it, what is the option? Let them stay? Because if you let them stay, you'll never fix the border. You're going to send a message to the rest of the world. Enter the country illegally, which is a crime. Ignore a court order. You're telling the whole world it's okay to enter this country illegally. You never got to go home, he added. To leaders threatening to get in the way of immigration and customs enforcement, Homan warned, don't cross that line. It is a felony to knowingly harbor or conceal an illegal immigrant from immigration authorities. Don't test us. One of those leaders is Denver Mayor Mike Johnston, who recently pledged to shield migrants in his sanctuary city from Trump's mass deportation by using local cops and 50,000 residents, quote, stationed at the county line, calling it a Tiananmen Square moment. More than us having federal agents stationed at the county line to keep them out. You would have 50,000 Denverites there, Johnston recently told the outlet Denverite. Now, I highly doubt that, okay? It's like the Tiananmen Square moment, right? He said, referring to the famous caught-on-video showdown between a Chinese student and government tank in Tiananmen Square in China during the 1989 rebellion. You'd have every one of those Highland moms who came out for the migrants, and you do not want to mess with them, Johnson said of Denver residents prepared to go to the mat against the federal government. Okay, please. Homan recently told the Post that he hopes the incoming Trump admin will file lawsuits and withhold federal funding to sanctuary cities. Well, that would be a good start. If that doesn't work, he said the White House will flood ICE officers to those areas where they will be waiting outside local jails for illegal migrants to be released. Homan said the admin will prioritize illegal migrant criminals first for deportation. Of the nearly 7.8 million illegal immigrants who are in the United States and on the radar of federal immigration officials. So not even 7.8 million who are in the United States, but just those who are on the radar. Okay, how many millions more are there? 662,586 are convicted felons or have criminal charges pending. Okay. In New York City alone, it would take a lifetime, quote unquote, to deport the city's migrant criminals, the head of ICE's field office in the Big Apple recently told the Post. Now it's interesting how when they start talking about deporting people, all of a sudden, well, that's not possible. We can't possibly remove all these people. Well, how the hell did they get here to begin with? They had help. They were facilitated by, in most cases, the government of the United States. Every time in the last 4 years, you've heard any Democrat talk about sending resources to the southern border, it's not to turn people away. It's not to remove people who are here. It's to expedite the processing of people coming into the country. Okay. Now, hundreds of thousands, if not more, people are deported every single year without it really even being a priority. Okay. And that's under both Democrat and Republican presidents. So the fact that we can't deport 5-10 million people in 4 years, it's ridiculous. Of course it can be done. If you have the will and you devote the resources to it and you cut off the incentive, you stop funding these sanctuary cities. You want to be a sanctuary city? Good luck, but you're not going to get any federal funding. Okay. And if you're conspiring to hide illegal aliens, in particular criminal illegal aliens, well, be prepared to be charged. Be prepared to go to jail. I don't know how many people actually want to do that. So this Tom Homan guy, and of course, all of this is a lot easier said than done, but you have to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere, and having people like this in positions of power to actually execute such a thing are going to make this a lot more efficient and a lot more likely to be successful than what we've seen. And part of me thinks the whole reason why this situation has been allowed to spiral out of control is because I think the Biden administration, Democrats, knew that Donald Trump was very likely to be reelected in 2024. So they just wanted to create as big of a mess as possible for his incoming administration. So he's not quite back in the Oval Office yet, but we're rapidly closing in on that day. So that will be a good day. So in any case, that's what I think. Let me know what you all think. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.